Siemaneczko, ludziska, z tej strony wasz host, Maxcantplay. W kolejnym odcinku Falloutika 4. Oj tak, mieliśmy pogadać, że mamy nuki.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick.
Oj
That's a
tak.
good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After
Ja?
all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled
W
parts.
sumie
It would
tak.
be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Uruchom Liberty Prime.
Liberty Prime, back
Liberty
online.
Prime.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems, nominal. Weapons, hot. Warning, nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning, power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Pompa nie dodano.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxon said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Powrót do służby. Ślepa zdrada.
Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Okej. Wolę, żeby coś leciało, coś ciekawego w tle. Cokolwiek. Ja wiem, że oni są tu góry, ale chcę sprawdzić ten moduł. T60 pompa infuzyjna. Okej. Niby jaka to jest rodzaj modyfikacji? Do korpusu? Piasek odrzutowy. Trzeba mieć dużo nauki, żeby cokolwiek tutaj bawić się tak naprawdę w... Chem też nie wydaje mi się, żeby to było to. Poczekaj, może być to... może któraś z rąk. Optymalizowane karwarasze. Powodują krwawienie. Zmniejsza ilość PA używany przez potężne ataki. Okej. To byłoby lepsze, bo to daje mi kowal. Ciosy wręcz. Okej. Energetyczne przy walce wręcz. Może któreś z tych... może ta ręka. To też tylko to jest, dobra. Jeszcze któryś z nóg. Dobra, nie będziemy marudzić dłużej, tam nic nie było i tak ciekawego. Lecimy do Plydwyna. Zobaczymy, co dla mnie szykują. No, jakieś zadanie, nie? Oczywiście, mam nadzieję, że co? Wpadniemy do instytutu, rozwalimy go już? I skończymy grę? Byłoby zabawne, gdyby Fallout 4 też się skończył. Wtedy pojawiły się pewnie nowe jakieś tytuły, nie? Mogę już zacząć gadać, zanim ja podeszłem i otworzyłem drzwi. Twoje teksty są fajne. Pomyliłem drzwi. Zawsze nie kapuję tego łażenia tutaj.
Sir.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA.
Aha.
We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
I suspect you're saying exactly what I want to hear, Knight. Do you wish to try again?
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
How dare you speak to me in that tone of voice? I'm growing tired of your lies. Tell me everything you know before it's too late.
Has it ever occurred to you that Dance might not be aware of his own identity?
No, it had not. However, even if that were true, Dance still represents a clear and present danger to us all. Your sincerity in this matter has been rather surprising. Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed.
Zaczynamy iść już tą skrajną stronę.
Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate your cooperation. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
No, niestety, okazało się, że jest syntekiem. A że wybraliśmy stronę, w której takie rzeczy się muszą dziać. To się musi dziać, coś musi się dziać. Muszę go tylko namierzyć.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports and, unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one.
Tak.
You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
O, bocie. Idziesz? Jestem tu jestem, halo, idziesz. Boci do roku. Musiało spaść? No, idziesz?
Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's
Domyślam się, gdzie on
Just
jest już.
be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Gdzieś tu. Okej. Trzeba stąd wyjść. Dowiodę mojej lojalności. Kurde, skryby. No to jest niedaleko, bo akurat musiałem do tego szpitalka sobie wtedy iść. To się szybko teleportujemy tam. Chwila główna. Solucjum Joe. Samochodzik, Joe samochodzik. Co tu się działo? Melon. Cia! Trzeba tutaj być, dobra. Może będą informacje, gdzie on siedzi, nie? Albo znajdę go, gdzie siedzi.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
I see you've calculated all the variables, just like a machine.
Your anger simply proves my point. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Ja, faktycznie. Komponent syntka miał. Metany, winogronowe. Komponent przebiegający mm, pistolet bojowy, pierśnik. Układ scalony. Musiało się to stać. Musiałem zrobić tak. Inaczej się by nie dało. I to była taka możliwość, że mogłeś zdradzić i jeszcze przyłączyć na przykład do instytutu, czy na przykład, no drogi akurat nie, ale wykonuje tylko rozkazy. Ten gadaś. O, wolę broń laserową, ale stoję sobie z miniganem.
Report, Knight. have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
He's no longer a threat to the Brotherhood.
Well done. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and
Dziwne
sisters.
kolory się
I
pojawiają.
trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Okej.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize.
Wiedziałem, że będzie trzeba się kogoś pozbyć zaś.
Hit them before they hit us? I like it.
Precisely. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Paladin. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here.
Ah.
If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Okej.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute.
Przyda mi się power armor, żeby się tam dostać. Trzeba było już powoli pozbywać się problemu.
My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on.
I się teleportujemy teraz. Potrzebuję power armora.
I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Mogę wziąć jego, ale wolę mój byle jaki. Mój byle jaki też jest fajny. Okej, to teraz M. Kościół Oldnorf. Aha, mam PAM odbić, tak? Nie wiem, czy będą chcieli teraz ze mną gadać. Nie lubią mnie za bardzo. Nie wykonałem dla nich zadań. Więc chyba nie będą chcieli ze mną gadać, ale się zobaczy. To nie ma nic trudnego przejść niżej. Dobrze wiem, gdzie trasa się znajduje.
Weapons ready!
I can't see!
Oni są tak słabi, że jakaś baba w zwykłym ciuszku potrafiła go zabić, tak?
What was that?
Żyjesz? Żyjesz.
You bastards won't take us down! My arm!
Jestem ciekaw, jak to robicie? Że potraficie mnie uderzyć. Jak możecie mnie stunować uderzeniami z łokcia, jak mam w pancerzu jestem? To mnie zastanawia, to jest dziwne. Nie powinno mieć to dla mnie żadnego efektu. Przydaliście się do informowania. Zgłoś się do Lancera kapitana Kalesa. Dokumentacja techniczna dla prefekta Nowe, przejrzeć agencji, ostatnie wydanie grupy, odbędzie się w strefie walki. Przeprogramił PAM, to mi się udało. Dobra. To chyba wszystko. Muszę naprawić, bo mi się to trochę wtłukli mi w tą maszynę. I co, idziemy zgłosić. Zdanie zostało wykonane. Trasa is no more. Teraz tylko... To był ostatni guzik, żeby uratować Paladyna Densa. Można było wtedy dołączyć pewnie do trasy. Zawsze dałem ci możliwość, bo już widzę, że drzewko się zaczyna powoli kończyć. Rozwidlone. Niby jacy wrogowie. Tylko Kunes Masters, kurczę, a kto inny? Takie pieprzone boty. Znikąd. Starczy już tej obrony. Okej. Teraz się możemy teleportować? Tak. Też nie szkoda mi kory marnować. Po nogach im nie bili, po rękach mi bili. Okej. Tyle wystarczy. Wolę rdzenie energetyczne mieć na później zostawione. Czytywanie mnie zabije zaraz w tej grze.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute.
Mam nadzieję, że nie będą dziwne odblaski.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly what they got.
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Okej, mamy to.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Wojny łupy. Muszę pogadać z Bractwam. Jest tutaj. Aha, i jeszcze sobie poziom od razu weźmiemy. Trzymałość nie. Odporność na obrażenia fizyczne. To jeszcze nie. Ani to, okej. To sobie weźmiemy to.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended.
Excuse me,
Parties
Dr.
will have
Ingram.
their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. That is all.
I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
If we're going to defeat the Institute, we can't allow personal feelings to interfere with our mission.
Spoken like a true disciple of Maxon. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Dowodem Instytutu? No, raczej nie! A i to jest ten.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Rycerz. No bynajmniej jest troszeczkę bardziej wytrzymały. O, to jest ta pompa fuzyjna. Trafienia walki podczas automatycznym użycie steampaka, kiedy poziom zdrowia jest zbyt niski. To był kowal i nauka, żeby się bawić. Mogę używać mojego starego pancerza, ale mogę używać też i tego. No, to nie jest mój. A, to jest BSVD T60D. A tu jest BS T60B. Okej. Bo mam dwa pancerze wspomagane. Ten i jeszcze jest ten. Okej. Kurde, trudno wybrać, który. Ale mi się wydaje, że to będzie idealny moment na zakończenie odcineczka. Dziękuję za oglądanie, cześć i czołem. Na dole wszystkie linki w opisie. Karty. Suba i lajka zostawcie dla tego pana. Dziękuję. Drużyny Bractwa, no bo w messie sobie postanowiłem się zitnąć. Sobie lajki, cześć i czołem pana następnego. Cześć, pa!